So I actually made a video pretty similar to this back when I used to make content about Black Ops 6, basically talking about if I felt that the Battle Pass was worth it, if more specifically the more premium Battle Pass was worth it, and seeing that Battlefield 6 has very similar systems to what Black Ops 6 had, I decided I wanted to make a video kind of talking about if I feel that the Battlefield 6 Battle Pass is worth it, and more specifically if I feel that Battlefield Pro is worth it, because obviously Battlefield Pro is the more expensive Battle Pass. You actually have to buy it with real money, you can't just use Battlefield coins, so it's a very different kind of pass, and I kind of wanted to just break down basically in my opinion if this is worth it for everyone or if the Battle Pass in general is a system that's worth it, especially since we are nearing the end of Season 1 and we're obviously going to be getting a Battle Pass in every season from here on out. So before we do that, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications set to all so you don't miss out on any of the Battlefield 6 content here in the channel, and let's just dive right on into it. So for context, I bought Battlefield 6's Phantom Edition, which automatically came with a Battlefield Pro token. Now technically, I don't think you have to use that for Season 1, and I don't think I had to, but I personally did, because I did kind of want to see what the whole experience is like with the Pro Pass. The base Battle Pass itself costs 1,100 Battlefield coins, which when we're translating it to just dollars and cents, that's roughly about $10 worth of Battlefield coins, which is about an average price, I would say, for a Battle Pass in a modern AAA FPS game. Basically, Call of Duty has about the exact same price as well, so it's not too far off. So I'll start by talking about the base Battle Pass, and then I'll move on to the Battlefield Pro, just so we can keep this video a little bit organized. So basically, in terms of the base Battle Pass, I did a whole walkthrough of the Battle Passes in a different video, so you can go and check that out if you want as well. But basically, the Battle Pass includes pretty much what you'd expect it to include. It's mostly just cosmetic items. That includes things like player cards, skins, weapon skins, XP tokens, things like that. And another thing that you do get in the Battle Pass as well are Battlefield coins. So these are the in-game currency. They're the premium currency that you have to use if you want to buy things like skins or of course the base Battle Pass. So the neat thing about the Battlefield 6 Battle Pass is that you actually can just earn back all of the tokens that you need, or the coins I should say, that you need to buy the Season 2 pass and onwards. So long as you finish the full Season 1 Battle Pass, you're going to get 1,100 Battlefield coins. So technically, if you don't buy Battlefield Pro, it basically pays for itself so long as you're actually playing and finishing it. And so that's kind of one of the biggest issues with the system though, is that you actually do need to be constantly playing so that you can finish it. The items in the Battle Pass as well, once it expires, that pass, you can't really get those items. So that's basically all the cosmetic stuff. Now the weapons themselves, like new weapons being added each season or each update or whatever, those you can unlock through the Battle Pass, but let's just say that you join the game after Season 1, you can still unlock those weapons. There's going to be a challenge for them. You're not restricted only to the Battle Pass. So it's not like there's a new weapon in the game and you're not going to be able to play it. And even so, you don't actually have to have purchased the Battle Pass in order to unlock those weapons. It's just in there basically. There's a lot of surprisingly free items I found in the Battlefield 6 Battle Pass that includes soldier skins, free Battlefield coins, free weapon skins, things like that. So it's actually pretty cool how much free stuff is in it, so you're not totally missing out if you don't buy the game's Battle Passes. Also, I think Battlefield 6 does have a pretty healthy amount of skins that you can unlock through challenges. It's not like most of the cool skins in this game are locked behind a paywall, and honestly, personally speaking, I've looked at the shop and I've looked at the Battle Pass and I've looked at the ones that you can just unlock through challenges. I think the Battle Pass skins are okay, but the shop skins personally, I'm not a huge fan of. I do think that the ones in the Battle Pass and the ones that you can just unlock for free in general in the game are so much better. So honestly, you're not really missing out too much by not really buying any of the skins in the store. And for the most part, the ones in the Battle Pass are pretty similar to what you could find in the store anyways. So if you really care that much about having all those skins, I would say the Battle Pass is fine for that reason. But you do have free skins in the Battle Pass as well, so even if you don't buy it, it's not like you're completely excluded. Personally, one of the things that I liked about the Battle Pass was the weapon loadouts, I guess we're gonna call them. So these are basically just setups for a weapon. They include attachments and they have a specific skin. I would say that personally, this is my favorite part of the Battle Pass because sometimes you don't have certain attachments unlocked, but if you have it through that sort of build that they give you in the Battle Pass, you get those attachments. So you don't have to actually unlock every attachment if you don't want to, or if you just don't have time to play every single weapon in the game. I also think some of them look pretty cool. Some of them are okay, but most of them I would say are pretty cool in that regard. So if you like having different skins for your weapons, I would say the battle pass is really good for that. In terms of just cosmetics, like just soldier skins, I would say that honestly the base game fulfills that pretty well, and the battle pass is not any much more of an advantage. So you also do get battlefield coins for free if you don't buy the battle pass, but you don't get enough to buy the next battle pass. So obviously that's kind of designed as a way for you to want to buy the battle pass. That's just kind of how it is. Some of the things I find pretty useless in the base battle pass are things like name tags or pretty much anything to customize your player card. Maybe some people care a lot about that, but me personally, I don't usually pay attention to it. And the only reason I ever really notice that I have a player card is when I see an orange dot that tells me that there's something new there in my profile section. So for the most part, I would say those are kind of just padding out the length of the battle pass, so to speak. I like the way that the base battle pass is set up, where you have different tracks that you can take so that you don't feel stuck on one thing, though I do wish that there were ways to just kind of skip ahead certain tiers, because there are some things that I really don't care to unlock at all. And this is kind of one of my big issues with battle passes, is just the fact that you have to play through everything in order to get the stuff that you actually want, but obviously it's designed to keep you playing. So just keep that in mind, that a battle pass at the end of the day is designed to bring you back into the game because you don't want to miss out on the stuff that you bought. Now Battlefield Pro, real quick, let's segue into that. So Battlefield Pro is $25. So that's kind of the big difference here, is that it's more expensive and doesn't really give you any advantages over the base Battle Pass. So Battlefield Pro does give you some special unlocks in the game through special challenges. So you get your own Battlefield Pro challenge track where you can get an exclusive kind of skin and things like that through that track. Battlefield Pro also gives you a separate instant unlock tier and 25 skips. So if you don't have time to play a lot and you want to buy some skips, the Pro just already comes with 25 tier skips. The instant unlock for the Battlefield Pro Pass is basically just cosmetics, so skins, weapon skins, things like that. It includes the kind of skin that has that orange on it, which has kind of been a little bit of a controversial one, but I think it's the ignition skin for the Pax Armada Engineer. So if you really care about skins in this game and you really want the Battlefield Pro thing, then, you know, maybe it's worth $25 to you. But beyond that, you do also get the 25 tier skips, which definitely can help if you just don't have time to play. Some of the things that I personally didn't really care for is the Battlefield Pro radio. That was one of the things that they advertised with the Battlefield Pro Pass. The radio, in my opinion, I don't really use it. I've never really had a chance to use it, nor have I really cared to use it, because by the time you really get in a vehicle, you're not really focused on changing the song, and you're probably gonna get auto locked on pretty quickly. So personally, I wasn't a huge fan of the Battlefield Pro radio thing. I didn't really think that it made much sense. I would have preferred, honestly, if they just did what Call of Duty did with Black Cell, where you actually had variants of weapons and skins, and those variants were themed specifically for the more premium pass. I think that would have made it a lot more worth it, in my opinion, because as of right now, I don't really see much worth in the Battlefield Pro Pass. Even if you do get those exclusive cosmetics, honestly, it's not really something that you're gonna notice much, and you probably won't even care for that extra skin or two. So if you're a Portal creator, if you're somebody that really likes Portal and you want to host 100 player matches, you do have to have Battlefield Pro to handle those servers. So in that case, I would say if you're a Portal creator, if that's like your main thing and you really want to host player matches with up to 100 people in it, then you will need Battlefield Pro. Then that makes it worth it. But in the current state of Portal right now, I don't really know if I would even say it's worth it, because Portal's in a bit of a rough spot currently with just how DICE is handling its implementation and just not having a lot of players constantly online and not having enough servers. I would say there's just some issues with Portal right now to where I don't really think it makes much sense to spend $25 just for that reason. In general though, I would say the base battle pass is definitely worth the $10. I don't really see a problem with it. You get some extra stuff, you get some cosmetics, it's $10, it's not that crazy compared to in-game cosmetic prices. Plus you don't just get the base battle pass, but you also get 2 more tracks, as in season 1 we had had the California Resistance update already, and of course we're getting the Winter Offensive update as of me recording this, so that's 2 extra battle pass tracks that you can play through to get even more stuff. So there's a lot to unlock through the battle pass. If you're somebody that knows you're going to be playing every single day, if you play multiple hours a day, definitely the base battle pass just makes sense because it's something to unlock while you're playing, not just the challenges and things like that, just an extra thing. Of course, it's very much just an extra, so if you're somebody that plays like maybe once, twice a week, probably not going to get your money's worth because you're not going to be able to finish it. In terms of Battlefield Pro, I mean, I just had it because I had the Phantom Edition, but if I was trying to consider if it's really worth it, I don't know personally if I would say it's really worth it. Honestly, I don't really think that it makes much sense to spend that much more just to get those extra cosmetics. If you're somebody that cares way too much about in-game cosmetics, then I guess it's worth it for you. For the most part though, of all the video games that I have played that include battle passes, I do think Battlefield 6 has a pretty good implementation of it so far. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you like the battle pass here in Battlefield 6, if you think that it's worth it or not, do let me know in the comments below. Leave a like, share, subscribe, and turn on notifications set to all so you never miss out on another upload. And that's all for today, folks.